Welcome back, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about distractions. There's distractions everywhere. Things that are meant to make you look one way, why something else is happening in another area or in another place. Distractions happen all the time, and we don't realize what's really going on because we're so focused on the news and what's trending, social media, what our friends and family say, all that stuff, that we never really focus on what do we need as a human to make our lives better. And the answer is simple. It's obvious that everyone knows it. They need more money, but no one ever talks about how to get more money. In school, there's no lesson about diversifying your portfolio or other ways to earn an income. They tell you to get a job to go to school to get a job, and then they expect you to make it from your job. That's if you get a field in your job or go in the field of your job. It's one of those things where you are constantly being led one way and then pointed in another direction. Is a distraction. What they're trying to make you learn and do is a distraction from what you need to be doing. Getting money is obviously the motive of freedom, or that's the path to freedom is more money. The more money you have, the more freedom you have. I'm not saying there's not greed along with it, but the more money you have, that means the more access you have. That means the more freedom you have. So why don't we teach people how to earn more money? Because we want to enslave them and we want to keep them in a position to where they're making just enough to get some food and pay their bills, but then not enough to cause any drastic change to the society or be able to live out their dreams or travel. You keep them addicted and coming back to a substance rather than coming back to what is really uh, gratifying in life. That's accomplishments and fulfilling goals. The things that most people should be focused on is creating some type of business that they love doing. But most people can't do that because they don't have the money to do it. Well, if we learn more about other ways to make more money, then more people will be able to earn more money. But we don't do that. So there's obviously an agenda to keep people poor. The rich want to stay rich and get richer, and they want the poor to get poorer. It's a distraction, so you don't get what you want, which is more money and more freedom. Because as soon as you get access to more money, then you start realizing that you never had freedom in the first place. You never had the freedom to just go on an airplane and go fly somewhere, or go buy a new car at your will, or buy a new house at your will. You never had that kind of freedom. You might have been able to do, you might have been able to pull something together, with using a bank and, 10% down and all that stuff like that. But you just wouldn't have that access until you got the money. Things are difficult in this world and they're meant to be difficult, but if you don't realize that you're stuck in a form of enslavement and money is the way to get out, then you're blind. You must be a sheep that's caught up in what sheep do. But if you want to wake up, you can wake up. You just need to realize that you can wake up, and that there's the option to wake up, and then you can just start changing what you're doing. A big thing that comes down to what your habits are. What you make a habit of will become your life. If you make a habit of smoking, you're going to probably develop an ailment like cancer or something. Or if you are always working out, for a particular sport, you'll probably excel at that sport. You should be working on something, some goal or accomplishment or some type of business that you're always doing for the benefit of society and your family's future. People nowadays, they only think about getting enough money to pay the bills, but the bills keep getting more expensive and the money keeps getting less and less. So people got to make a change sooner or later. And it's from these distractions. They got to start focusing on the what's going on here. That somebody's trying to distract them, and that they are distracted by the media, by fashion, by all this other, by money, by love, by all these things that are distractions, and they're not going towards the thing that's they really desire, which is freedom, the ability to do anything they want, the ability to have an idea and make that idea come to fruition. That's true freedom, the ability to think, I want to do this, and then you can do it. If you don't have the means to do it, then you can't do it. They don't tell you in school that most likely if you go to college that you're not going to be in the career that you went to college for. So what's the purpose of going to college? There is no point of going to college. There's only a small percentage of people who even benefit from going to college. School is a distraction created by John D. Rockefeller to enslave employees for the rest of their life. To make people earn just enough money to get by, but not enough to revolt. Distractions. What do you know about distractions? How many distractions are keeping you from achieving your goals and living your best life? I got plenty of distractions in my life, and that's why I'm not where I should be. But where do you think you should be? Or where do you want to be? You eliminate the distractions and you change your habits, you can get whatever you want. Doesn't matter what it is, you can get it. If you make your habits into creating success, then you'll get success. If you make a habit of exercising daily, you'll get healthy. Eventually things work out in the end, but they don't seem like they're always headed down the right path. Sometimes things have to blow up and crumble and fall before they actually can be built the right way, because sometimes you have to start from scratch with a solid foundation, stable base, and then build your platform and then work your way up. You can't just go somewhere that wasn't built on a stable foundation. So there's distractions. Stay away from the distractions. Stay away from what the media is telling you. Stay away from what the news is telling you. Stay away from what the artists are telling you, the famous people. Stay away from what your friends and your family are telling you. Do what you know is true to be what's right. Question everything and understand that you are the one who dictates and guides your life. You are the captain of your ship. If you don't decide what you want and get what you want out of your life, you're never going to get it. There's no one going to plan your life for you. You have to plan it for yourself. Don't think about the distractions. Think about the solutions. Don't think about the failures. Think about the accomplishments. You can do it if you try. Live larger. Live better. Live greater. Money God.